for years. The so-called gurus have taught that knowing how to read a chart is the key to making money in trading. But what if that's completely wrong? 90% of traders fail. But this guy right here has managed to beat the odds for over 20 years now. And he says that the secret isn't in your strategy, it's how you think. Is he right? Is he wrong? Is this just another trading lie? Today, we're going to break down Tom Hugar's most controversial insights. Let's dive into the secret mind tricks of a trading legend.
The argument here is that normal thinking doesn't lead to profitable trading. I want to tell you why I believe that. Well, it started 21 years ago. I was 3 days into my new job at a brokerage called Financial Spreads, and I was invited to accompany the best clients and the directors out to a day on the race course. So there I was, and the CEO of the company, and he's saying he knows charts, as if knowing about chart analysis was some kind of novelty. The first person that just sit down in front of me was a gentleman who owned a string of pharmacies up in north of England. And he said to me, could you please analyze this chart here? And I looked at it, or I remember it, and it was a company called Marconi.
Okay, so what do we see here? We see an uptrend. We see a trend line break, right? Because if you connect the lows and the higher lows, that would make the trend line here. So then we're breaking the trend line here. Then we're coming back up to test the high. We're getting slightly above the prior high. And then we're getting a bear breakout to the downside, showing a double top. See, one top here and one top here. And then we're seeing a strong downtrend with some small pullbacks, tanking this all the way to the bottom.
The story of Marconi, actually, it is eventually it went bust. It went to zero. Now, but what's interesting here was that this gentleman had bought a little bit when it had retracted off the highs because he was thinking it was getting quite cheap.
Wow.
Then he added to his position down here, and then he added to his position down here, here, and here, and here, because as he said, this has got to be the cheapest company I've ever come across.
Regular thinking doesn't win in trading. That's what he's going to try and convince us of in this video. And this is regular thinking, right? Because normally when the price goes down, things are on sale and you're like, hey, I got a deal. And he's going to argue that that thinking will be a disaster in trading. So let's keep listening.